Definitely pumping out the smoke today. Smells great. The neighbor's over there cutting wood, so Charlie just went over there to ask him if we could have the wood. I'll help him cut it up if we can have it.
The guy over there said we can have the wood. He said he already cut it up, so we just gotta take it. We just gotta go take it out of there.
Charlie's pretty excited to go and get that wood. Anything to drive. Through the cow. There he goes. Hope he knows how to look both ways. Trying to start the wood burner for the first time. It's October 1st, it's her birthday, and she's cold, so I guess seems a little soon. It's only 50 degrees. Not sure how this exactly works. So I think I want to set that to something else. Well, oh no, that's the water temperature. Okay. I think the rest might be controlled. I put the switch on for the water. I think the rest might be controlled from the thermostat inside. I'll send Leslie a text, tell her to crank that up, I guess. Trying to feed the fire here a little bit and get it going. The water temperature was at 65. Oh, it just went down to 64. So I'm cooling water? I think it's going out. It's smoking well like a chimney. Come on, baby. Well, there's another cord of wood, 16-foot trailer. I think I need a 3/4 ton pickup. Usually I fill the back of this too, but I got some corn out of our old garden, corn shocks for the mama, tool belt I left at the old house, and a gate for inside the barn so that we can get Betsy out to milk her without having to walk her all the way around. This morning I opened the wood burner and singed my eyebrows and my hairline. So I'm gonna have to be careful about that. Definitely pumping out the smoke today. Smells great. First chore is always to check this thing. Let's see. We're at 188 degrees. So it's probably not running right now with the dampers not open, but if we watch that long enough, then that's going to start up. You can see the hot embers underneath there. We'll add a few logs. Charlie, why don't you grab a few? Trying to use up this pine over here. I always like to open it enough for oxygen to go through in case it's not hot. Excuse me, it's not cold, and then we make sure that the fire doesn't go out, but I haven't had a problem yet. How long does it take for the fire to rear up. Can you get it in there? Okay, that's, well, maybe one more up top, one more big one up top. Might as well keep her chock full. I'm also supposed to, haven't done it yet, but I'm supposed to use some of this stuff. Firebox treatment to make sure the ashes aren't acidic. It says daily. 1 heaping teaspoon. It's been a few weeks. I haven't even done it. Charlie, why don't you get a
Can I do it?
heaping teaspoon of that garbage?
Can I do it?
I'll let Charlie do it this time.
Why?
And try not to spill it.
Is that good?
Throw it down in the ashes. Wherever you throw it, it'll go down in there. You could throw it up on the whatever, because as those burn down.
More?
No, that's just 1 teaspoon. Or 1 big spoon, I mean. That's good on that for now. I guess I should start doing that at least a couple times. Yeah, maybe do another one. I'll sprinkle it way in the back up on top. And then as those logs burn down, it'll go down into the ashes, right?
Yeah. So up here?
It neutralizes, yeah, neutralizes the acidity. Otherwise, it can get acidic and eat away at your metal, I guess. And then the other thing I'm supposed to do is check the water and add additives if I need to. I've got the additives there, but my water checkers are down in the cellar, so I'm going to have to grab those soon and do that. I'm also not sure how to add water, and I think it's just slightly full. Slightly low, I mean. So I fill that up. The levels here, it should be all the way to there. And I close this, a little will drip out of the sight gauge. Hot water.
Let me see if it's hot.
And I'm gonna have to figure out where to fill it. Once it's checked. You can see the flames starting now that it's got some oxygen. The damper's been closed because it's not that cold. Are you gonna shut her up?
No, you should. You gotta make sure it's really tight. Or,
Make sure it latches or it won't operate right.
and you watch this back up.
I didn't want to buy that ash troll stuff. Little jug is $35, so I just bought some basic barn lime. It's a little different, but it's a acid neutralizer. It's alkaline, and I can get a 50-pound bag for like $3. So I'm going to use it liberally, and I think that ought to do it. Don't you? I ended up adding some water. This is just a loose fitting top. Steaming a little. So you do get a teensy bit of evaporation. Then I just added some of the corrosion inhibitor. But now I'm going to actually test it and see if everything's where it's supposed to be. pH and nitrite levels. So the first thing I got to do is get a water sample. If I can get some to come out of there, but it's just supposed to test it, so I'm not sure how to get the sample other than just like that. But I think I need 25 milliliters. Got to drip a few times out of the fill level. Here is a test strip for pH. Right away it turned that kind of greenish. What would you say? That's about 10? 9 or 10? Wonder what it's supposed to be. Now that I remove it, I guess maybe it's kind of closer to 8, where it's supposed to be. Should be between 8 and 9.5. I think we're okay. Now to get a fresh sample for the nitrite tests. So I'm just doing this, and I'm letting it drip out until I get 25 milliliters. It only takes me about maybe 6 cycles. You can see where I filled the water. It goes up there. There's the level. A little bit higher where it should be, since I added some the other day. Then I'm going to take it inside where it's warm to do the next test. There's my new 25 milliliter test of nice warm furnace water. Slightly off color to it, probably from whatever's in it. Looking at my directions here, it says now I'm going to fill 25 drops of sulfuric acid, and be careful with it. Don't really understand the chemistry, of course, but here's, this one's the sulfuric acid. It says the one labeled 404. And then I'm going to have to add some of the 403 to see if it gets to a pink color or something like that. Anyway, here goes 25 drops. Straight up and down, it said. Now I'm going to add this. I don't know what it is. It's just called 403. Pick it up. And we want it 1 drop at a time. And we want it to take between 20 and 30 drops to turn the water pink. Oh, this one doesn't have a dropper for some reason. But I hit an eyedropper. I gotta find it. Alright, there should be 20 and 30 drops. As you can see, I spilled some. I think I got a faint pink now, very faint. It was like 45 drops. It says I'm supposed to drain some of the water when it's not hot and refill, so I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. Do any nitrites, I guess? Time to research. First time this has happened. Supposed to click back on at like 179 or something. Had some really big rounds. Maybe I didn't have enough small stuff. There's some hot coals. Throw some of this split stuff on the hot coals there. Should come back. What is it?
I'm holding a chicken.
Holding a chicken? You're strong.
Uh,
You can put it in there?
yes.
Daddy can help.
Daddy. Daddy is
Good job.
nice.
Thank you. You're nice too. Getting some wood from the neighbors. Don't have time to cut it up right now. So we're getting it like this. Holy cow. Free oak. But I just gotta get it up the hill. Up these steps. And up these steps. Will you help me a little with a couple discs there? Whew, I might have to come back tomorrow for more of this. Well, I've got some stacking to do, or should I say Charlie does. Gotta head back tomorrow for another load to tree service. Somebody's got to do all the work around here.
Ah, this is so hard.
Good job, Bob.
What are these big balls for? I can't get through.
Oh yeah, she's coming right back. Pretty soon it'll be a raging inferno. Even the ash is hot. It stays cooking in this thing if you stir it up for a long time, a couple days. Those trees, I cut a few logs and they fell down into the riverbank. Boy, was that work hauling them up a steep angle. So I brought some diesel to Gary for all his help, and he's got this new big, what is it, 55 horsepower or something. Chain them and cut them, haul them up. Then we can cut them in place. Especially that big oak there. They're both oak, but that big one's got a lot of heat in it. You can see where I started making a cut there last summer and gave up. Well, walked all the way around to the bridge, through all the brambles. Got out on the log, realized I had the small saw. Thought I grabbed the big one. Shimmied across on the log. Gary's gonna grab me the big one, and I'll shimmy back over, I guess. Whew. Cold morning, but I'm hot after shimmying over. Holy cow. Got her disconnected anyway. Let's see what this New Holland can do. Whew. Hard work. A lot of weight there. Wasting some good wood, but I had to sit on something. Made quite a splash anyway. Uh-oh, not gonna do it. Oh, moved it that time. Oh, he's spinning the tires. Attempt number 2. It wiggled. Maybe need to put the truck on too. Serious work getting back up onto this mound from that stump. Good thing that little bush is there. Had to come right up through it. He readjusted the chain. It does look like it's moving now. The chain was just digging right into the dirt. Oh, back to where we started. I think he's braced it against that stump a little bit. Attempt number 3 after another chain readjustment. Looked like we moved it a little bit. All right. She's gonna go, I think. Uh-oh, dug back in. Trying once more before we try putting the chain down a ways. See if we can lift the front of the log up. Tractor's just pulling it into the bank. That's a nice straight piece. Probably be worth something for lumber. I'm gonna heat with it. Oh, 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 oh. What happened? What dropped there? Oh, that ballast box fell off the stump. This might be try number 5 or so. Tractor versus nature. We will conquer eventually. I have faith in Gary's and his New Holland and his mind. He always figures stuff out. A lot smarter than me, but that don't take much. I was over here trying to figure out how to get across the river without getting too wet. He told me, why don't you just walk around the bridge? So I did, but it's all brambles. Come on, New Holland, take her the other way. I think this is going to do it. If he can get going. He doesn't have much room up there. the brush pile. Maybe not. Oh. Moving. He said he's worried it might break his, what do you say, 1/4 inch chain? If we can get them both up on the bank, I'd call
I
it
can pick
success.
that up, chain and pick it up with a bucket
Okay.
and set it up. So that might be our best bet. Set it up over there so the chain is up higher.
Oh, just to prop the chain, not the log. Okay.
Yeah. No, I can't pick the log up. That's, as soon as that touches, all the weight's up here, you know.
Yeah.
I'll pick that up with a chain, set it over here, and root this chain over.
Makes sense. Shorten the chain. And got the hook underneath. Maybe it'll pick up a little bit. What is this? A dozen tries now? Come on, she's gonna go now, I think. We're digging some pretty good holes here, so that's not helping. It's slippery ground. There she goes. Maybe. I've said that a few times. She seems to be going good though now. Until we get in that hole. Yep. Going good till that hole for sure. I'd push, but I'm sure that wouldn't help. Shorten the chain yet again. See if we can stay out of that trench a little bit. Yep, there we go. A little running start. There we go, baby. Half of it anyway. That other half could be a new story. Tractor, chainsaw man, win. At least a half win so far. Get her out of the way for the next one. And because I'm going to run out of time to cut them up. I'll be back tomorrow. I wonder how much weight is in that. It's pretty green yet. Well, Gary's too skinny. It's really bugging him. He's gonna have to get that safety disabled somehow. They might not do it at the dealership for him. Here she goes. Gonna bite into the dirt there. We might have to come forward and reattach. Gary's worried about it rolling. I said I'll keep it under 100 and stretch the roll off. Stop the truck and cut it up on the spot. About to go. Come on, Gravity. Like a glove. And that's a wrap for now, boys and girls. Gary's worried about it rolling. So he's going to try to spin it a little bit. More contact points, probably, that arch. I was ready to go. Wedged on both sides. Rock solid as it's gonna get. We're getting into some colder weather and it doesn't seem like it's heating, as you can see. We're at 64 in here. I want it to be 70. I'm confused. I'm hoping we save more than that since we have so many hot showers. Working great, but he's going to come back with a bigger heat exchanger. We run out a little. The only problem is, for some reason, the hot water's not going upstairs very well. It boggles his mind and my mind too, since we can get hot water downstairs at the same time. But excited to not pay gas. Well, got the barn heat going. Little redneck. Put a piece of sheet metal there. Stuck a chimney out the back with just some 6-inch furnace pipe. See how it does heating this little room up. And it's not permanent, so no insurance company won't not like it.